Amara had always dreamed of having a happy family, but her mother-in-law, Naoma, had other plans. From the moment Amara married Naoma's son, Uche, Naoma had been cold and distant towards her. At first, Amara tried to brush it off, thinking that Naoma just needed time to warm up to her. But as the months went by, Naoma's behavior towards Amara only grew worse. Naoma's main grievance against Amara was that she had failed to produce a male heir. Amara had given birth to 2 beautiful daughters, but Naoma saw this as a disappointment. "You're a failure as a wife," Naoma would often say to Amara. "You can't even give my son a son." Uche, Amara's husband, initially tried to stay out of the conflict. He would often tell Amara to just ignore his mother's behavior, that she would eventually come around. But as time went on, Uche began to realize that his mother's behavior was not just hurtful, but also toxic. He saw how Naoma would manipulate and control Amara, treating her like a slave rather than a daughter-in-law. Naoma would often give Amara impossible tasks to complete, and then berate her when she failed to meet her expectations. She would also steal Uche's money and hide it in Amara's bag, just to cause trouble between Amara and Uche. One day, Uche caught his mother in the act of hiding money in Amara's bag. He was furious, and for the first time, he stood up to his mother. "Mama, that's enough," Uche said, his voice firm. "You've been treating Amara unfairly for far too long. She's my wife, and I love her. I won't let you continue to hurt her." Naoma was taken aback by Uche's words. She had never seen her son stand up to her before, and she didn't know how to react. For a moment, there was silence. Then, Naoma spoke up. "You're choosing that woman over me?" Naoma asked, her voice cold. "I'm choosing my wife, the mother of my children," Uche replied. "I love you, Mama, but I won't let you continue to hurt Amara." From that day on, Uche made a conscious effort to support Amara and stand up to his mother's toxic behavior. It wasn't easy, but he knew it was necessary. As for Amara, she finally felt seen and heard. She knew that she had a husband who loved and supported her, and that gave her the strength to keep going. Together, Amara and Uche worked to build a happy and healthy family, one that was free from Naoma's toxic influence. It wasn't easy, but they knew it was worth it. Months went by, and Naoma couldn't accept that her son, Uche, was happy with his wife, Amara, and their 2 daughters. She was determined to find a way to get Uche to marry another woman, one who would give him a male heir. One day, Naoma met a beautiful young lady named Nkechi. Nkechi was from a poor family, and Naoma saw an opportunity to manipulate her. She promised Nkechi a better life and a chance to marry a wealthy man if she agreed to marry Uche. Nkechi, unaware of Naoma's true intentions, agreed to the arrangement. Naoma brought Nkechi to Uche's house, expecting him to be immediately smitten with her. But Uche was not aware of his mother's plan, and he was not interested in Nkechi. Nkechi, feeling rejected and frustrated, began to resent Naoma. She started to question Naoma's motives for bringing her to the house. "Why did you bring me here to suffer?" Nkechi asked Naoma one day. "Your son doesn't even want me." Naoma, taken aback by Nkechi's boldness, tried to defend herself. "You're just being impatient," Naoma said. "Uche will come around eventually." But Nkechi was not convinced. She began to disobey Naoma, refusing to do chores and talking back to her. Naoma, who was used to being obeyed, was shocked and angry. She realized too late that she had made a mistake by bringing Nkechi into their lives. As the days went by, the tension between Nkechi and Naoma grew. Uche, caught in the middle, tried to stay neutral, but it was clear that Nkechi was not going to be a part of their family. Amara, who had been watching the drama unfold, couldn't help but feel a sense of satisfaction. She knew that Naoma's plan had backfired and that their family was stronger than ever. But little did they know, Nkechi was not one to give up easily. She had a plan of her own, one that would shake the very foundations of their family. Nkechi, determined to get what she wanted, began to plot against Naoma. She started spreading rumors about Naoma's past, telling Uche and Amara that Naoma had been unfaithful to Uche's father when he was alive. Neoma, furious that Nkechi was trying to ruin her reputation, confronted her. "You're just a jealous, manipulative woman," Neoma spat. "You'll never be a part of this family." Nkechi, undeterred, continued to cause trouble. She began to flirt with Uche, trying to get him to fall for her. But Uche, who loved his wife Amara dearly, was not interested. Amara, who had been watching the drama unfold, decided to take matters into her own hands. She confronted Nkechi, telling her to leave Uche alone. "You're not welcome here," Amara said firmly. "You're causing nothing but trouble." Nkechi, enraged, attacked Amara. The two women began to fight, with Neoma joining in to defend Amara. The fight was intense, with the three women screaming and clawing at each other. Uche, who had been trying to stay out of the drama, finally intervened. "Enough!" he shouted, pulling the women apart. "This is ridiculous!" The three women stood panting, their faces flushed with anger. Nkechi, realizing she had gone too far, stormed out of the house. Neoma, still fuming, turned to Amara. "I'm sorry," she said. "I should have never brought that woman into our lives." Amara, who had been hurt by Neoma's past behavior, looked at her warily. "Let's just focus on moving forward," she said. And with that, the two women began to rebuild their relationship, stronger and more united than ever. But little did they know, Nkechi was not done yet. To be continued in the next video.
Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and share to your friends for more content like this.